Welcome to the OT, presented by Ford.
All right, welcome to the OT presented by Ford. Kurt Menefee in the game here. Michael Strahan catching passes. You look like you were catching them from Matthew Stafford, who was doing everything.
The vortex in the jet stream.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's get you wrapped up here as to what has happened so far here on this Sunday in Week 10. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, read an oath of enlistment to those who are newly enlisted into the U.S. military on this Veterans Day weekend. He joined the guys in the booth, and then we got a little football, Lion style.
Here we go. Javier Gibbs taking it, going outside. 43 yards, great speed by this young man, a 43-yard touchdown. He had 15 rushes for 142 yards on the day, his third touchdown of the day as Detroit redeemed himself from last year, 44-22 over Washington.
Look at the day for Jared Goff, 320 yards, 0 interceptions, and 3 touchdowns. And just moments ago, he spoke with Megan O'Leary.
Jared, you said last week was below your standards. Tell me about the motivation this team had going into it to put 44 on the board.
Yeah, that's what we do. We respond. We respond well, and I felt like tonight was a good chance for us to respond, and we did it against these guys.
Offensively, that O-line was amazing, Gibbs as well, but Dan Campbell getting involved in the offensive play call. Tell me what that was like for the two of you today.
Yeah, I thought he did a great job. He was dialed in and had us really rolling there.
Thank you so much, Jared. Congratulations. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk about Dan Campbell calling plays in a bit, but how about Arizona against Seattle, and man, the Seahawks roll.
Yeah, Kobe Brissett in for injured. Kyler Murray on the injured reserve list. He'll be gone for 4 weeks. There's a knock down by Lawrence. He picks it up, the fumble, scoots in from 22 yards out. All Seattle 44-22 over the Arizona Cardinals. There he is. Jackson Dart, rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss. Ball hits, fumbles, reaches down, grabs it. Head bounces off the turf, goes into concussion protocol with the Giants leading 17-10 over the Bears. But in the fourth quarter, Caleb Williams bounces to the outside. Second rushing touchdown on the day. This one a 17-yarders as the Bears win it 24-20 over the New York Giants. Aaron Jones surprised by his mom, who is a U.S. Army veteran, Burgess Jones. That's kind of, what a beautiful day, huh? Mom's there. That's a beautiful thing. Talking about beautiful, Lamar Jackson finds his tight end Andrews for a 2-yard touchdown. The Raiders do get the 2-point conversion as Baltimore going on now has won 3 in a row, 27-19 over the Minnesota Vikings. Tyler Shough spelled S-H-O-U-G-H, Howie. Shuck, he's good. Shucks. 282 yards passing. Thank you, fellas. That's play on words there. 2 touchdown passes as the Saints go into Carolina and beat the Carolina Panthers 17-7. Drake May had a nice visit with him last year. Really enjoyed it. Good guy. Playing great this year. So is this guy. Trevion Henderson, 55-yard touchdown run. Tons of speed as New England goes into Tampa and beats the Tampa Bay Bucks 28-23. Buffalo Bills going down to play the Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen, although he had over 300 yards passing on the day, this ball is popped out of his arms, and Micah Fitzpatrick recovers for Miami. 2 turnovers by Allen on the day. And then Devon Achane, 174 yards rushing total on the day, 225 total yards, that is. And it's Miami in a shocker, 30-13 over the Buffalo Bills. Jaguars, there's Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 7 seconds left in the game. Trevor Lawrence, sacked. Really matters not in this game. Ball pops up. Picked off by Sheldon Rankin. Way to go, Sheldon. Sprints in from 32 yards out as Houston beats Jacksonville 36-29. Justin Fields, quarterback for the Jets, as the Jets honored Nick Mango, wearing number 74 before the game. He passed away, of course, this week. Fields then with a screen pass to Breece Hall. Hall takes in from 42 yards out. Jets win this football game. Back-to-back victories for New York, 27-20 over the Cleveland Browns. And the Falcons earlier this morning, while I was getting my 10K in and my power lift, Falcons over the Colts in Berlin. Jonathan Taylor, that is, 244 yards rushing on the day. My gosh, Jonathan Taylor, 3 touchdowns to add to that. 31-25, Colts beat the Atlanta Falcons. Gronk.
All right. You know what? that Rams game one? The Rams rolled in their game that they won.
Yes, there we go.
I know. English is the second thing. That's what I thought. FedEx right now, let's talk about that. Their air and ground game. It's the player of the day. Well, first of all, on the ground, it is Jonathan Taylor, racking up 244 yards and 3 touchdowns, including the overtime winner over the Falcons. And talking about the Rams, Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in that win. His last 3 games, he's got 5, 4, and 4. Over 400 career touchdowns.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah.
Yes, sir, he got it. He's our FedEx Air Player of the Day. Before we get to that Rams victory today over the 49ers, Howie, I want to go back to the Detroit Lions. 546 yards of offense, second most of any team in the league this year, and it came with Dan Campbell taking over the offensive play calling.
Yeah, and his fingerprints were all over the game. You look at, they lost 2 of their last 3, 24 or fewer points. Last week, Jared Goff was under siege from a protection standpoint. He talked about making tweaks. They were in gun more. There was more quick passing. They wanted to get the run game going. 226, Gibbs 242, 2 TDs. They wanted to get Williams more involved. They accomplished all of that. So this is a get-right game. Now the schedule starts to get really tough, and I think today was needed.
You talk about a team getting right. Michael, New England's now won 7 in a row, and they've got 2 games in the win column over Buffalo in that division.
Yeah, I mean, first time Mike Vrabel's won 7 games in a row, the head coach, and he's done an incredible job, you know, coming in, going his first year there. But it's all been about Drake May. I mean, this young guy has been impressive. 270 yards, 2 touchdowns today. He threw a ball, deep ball, could have been picked off. Came back the next play, threw something down at 40 yards down the field. So a very quick. You know, he doesn't have a long memory. He forgets the bad plays, moves on to the next. But this Travion Henderson today, incredible running, 147 yards, 2 TDs. That takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback when you have a running game like that.
Gronk, you look at Baltimore, they're coming. They won 3 in a row now, and depending on what happens with Pittsburgh, they could be within a game of first place by the end of the night.
Yeah, They started really slow this year, 1-5. Now they, like you just said, Kurt, they won 3 in a row, so they're 4-5, putting themselves back into that playoff contention. And it all starts with their defense. At the beginning of the year, they only had 2 turnovers in their first 5 games, and now they had 8 takeaways in the last 4 games, including 3 turnovers today as well. So with their defense historically always being known to be a hard-hitting defense and making plays, well, that's what they're getting back to. And if they keep continuing to do that, well, then the Baltimore Ravens will be fine this year.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Everybody in the North keeps talking about the Packers and the Lions.
Right.
The Bears have won 6 of their last 7, and Caleb Williams seems to be kind of clicking.
I'll tell you what he is, folks. You watch that game today, Howie, Mike. All of us were watching. This man has got some lower body strength that we've never seen before. He kept breaking tackles, avoiding sacks. He had how many passes dropped? I mean, this guy is actually amazing. Over 200 yards passing. He had a touchdown at 63 yards rushing. He's doing it all. He looks like he's coming into that Johnson offense, which I was hoping they would. When they brought Johnson in from Detroit as the offensive coordinator, as the head coach and the coordinator, you knew great things could happen, and they're starting to unfold right before our eyes.
And they're coming back.
That's the key. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
And you know, you look at the difference between you know, like Chicago and say New York, for instance. The games that usually would go against them, the plays that usually would go against them, Chicago has found a way to make them go for them. And that's been the difference. They're having comeback wins. You can see the confidence there. They don't feel like they're out of it. And Caleb Williams today, he was pressured at one point 12 times in the game, never was sacked. And the guy's breaking tackles faster than you think he is. And he was just making plays that they needed to make.
Man.
At the
You
time.
can't do that without some strength.
But you get a quarterback like that, you always feel like you're in it. That's a good feeling as a team.
Would you like
I'm sure he makes Ben Johnson kind of. No. Yes.
Yeah.
But these are the kind of games the Bears were losing last season. They are winning them now. And speaking of winning, Matthew Stafford, after his big performance leading the Rams to another win, spoke with Aaron Andrews. We'll have that interview coming your way in just a bit as we continue here on the OT presented by Ford and get you inside that celebratory Rams locker room and a few others. Puka having fun with the boys. Why not? The Rams are rolling right now.
Every Sunday,
Get off my lawn, you drunk!
we bring you joy, laughter, because we care.
We're all doing emotional. We're not doing sexual. Is that right?
Animation Domination, next on Fox.
Hey, guess what? We got another Hall of Famer.
There he
or at
is.
least a future one joining the family, Drew Brees. He's going to be in the booth for the NFL on Fox for the rest of the season. We're certainly glad to have him. Welcome to Fox, Drew Brees.
Some kind of quarterback,
Yes,
that guy.
he
One of
is.
the most accurate passers I have ever seen. His technique was awesome as far as delivering a football.
Him and Sean Payton did some great stuff.
Yeah, but he's going to be great in the booth because
Yes.
he knows the game. Played
Yep.
long enough, knows the game, knows offenses, knows defenses, knows all that stuff, and he has the ability to explain
My
it to the
word,
audience.
I got the word that he got Jimmy Johnson on tape when we did the San Diego game, and he's been studying our technique from when we did the.
When you and let's not.
Yeah, let's
If
not go
anything,
there. You know what we should
Drew
go?
should never see
We
that
should
thing.
go to San Francisco, where Matthew Stafford had another four-touchdown pass game. That's his third in a row with at least 4 TD passes. And just moments ago, he spoke about another big win with Aaron Andrews.
Well, I know you're a player that loves history, and we talked about that earlier. I just wrote down everything you did today. 9th player to throw for 400 touchdowns, 13 touchdown pass. I mean, we get it. What a day. 4 touchdowns today. There's not many people that know what this zone feels like. Yeah, no kidding. Besides Tom Brady and our Terry Bradshaw in the studio, for those of us who have not played, Matthew, what does this feel like?
It feels good. Obviously, our coaches are doing a hell of a job putting me and our team in position to be successful, and I'm just trying to go out there and execute. I'm lucky enough to throw to unbelievable players, hand it off to great backs, stand behind a great offensive line. So I'm just loving the experience, trying to get everything I can out of it, and help this team win ball games.
Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady talking a lot about the 13 personnel, seeing all of your tight ends in there. 3 touchdowns when you guys are going 13 personnel. You said you love the whole chess match, chess game. What is that like for you when they're all out there?
Oh, it's great. They're 3 great players too. I mean, it doesn't matter that they're just tight ends. They're really good, talented players. Sean's done a hell of a job of making sure that we can do anything and everything out of that package, and it's been good for us. So continue to try to do that, build on it, find ways to be explosive, but also run the ball. I mean, be able to close out games in 13 like that is just, it's awesome. We don't have to kick it back and make our defense play any more balls, so it's been a lot of fun.
All right, come on. You said you black out with these celebrations. Man, we got a good one. You know I love a dance move. The shimmy and the shake. Come on now. Where did that one come from?
I was feeling it. I got hit on that one pretty good, so I was getting up just trying to dust it off, I think, but we'll take it.
The girls are going to love that at home, buddy. All right. Congratulations. Thanks, Matthew.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, great interview by Aaron Andrews. He's feeling it in more ways than one right now. 13 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions his last 3 games.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's some crazy football. And to throw that many touchdown passes and no interceptions, yeah,
He's
pretty impressive.
loving the new packages, 2-3 tight ends.
Well, he's got
all the
total.
things
What
that-
he's telling you is he's got total control of the offense at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Why now? This is
Well,
his
I
17th
don't know.
year.
I've been
Why
there
is it that I mean, he's always been good, don't get me
Yes.
wrong. But he's taken it to
I think
another
it
level.
says a lot about the head coach. I think the head coach, listen, the 11 personnel, there's kind of a limit to
Which means what?
Well,
you
one
gotta
tight end,
explain to people.
3 wide receivers, 1 back. Now it's 2 tight ends, it's 3 tight ends, it's motion, it shifts, it's unbalanced. It forces you to kind of, during the course of the week, cover so many different combinations. And I think it's
Well, it puts pressure. I'm sorry, Gronk.
No,
I'll
you're
get right
good,
to
Terry.
it. But it puts pressure on the defense because whoever's calling the defensive signal is setting up the front. If you've got 3 tight ends, where's the strength of the offense? If you got 2, where's the strength of the offense? You got to now you're motioning.
How many
people.
DBs are on the
Yeah, now
field?
you got a strength of the offense. It's chaos is what it creates.
Yeah, and Stafford's been great for so many years, and he's taking his game to a whole nother level now, which kind of seemed like it was impossible to do, but he's doing that. Because I feel like he's having more fun out there. He's smiling out there. He's shimmying all over the place. And the game feels like it's slowing down even more for Matthew Stafford, where he can do those no-look passes on a daily basis.
Pretty cool.
And also, he utilizes so many of his weapons. I mean, he got Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and then he's used his 3 tight ends that he each threw a touchdown pass to today. So when you got so many different guys that you can throw to and you can spread the ball out, hey, it's going to keep the defense guessing. And Stafford has done that all year long so far.
Talk about a variety of choices. The Seattle Seahawks, both Seattle and the Rams, tied atop the NFC West at 7-2. Today, Michael, Seattle's defense, 2 defensive touchdowns by Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean
DeMarcus Lawrence.
DeMarcus Lawrence, but they've actually ran those plays back, and I thought it was like, oh, they just ran a replay. No, he did it twice. But both these teams on a 4-game winning streak, and when you look at it, the Rams put up 42 today. Seattle put up 44 today, but you know the big difference in this game is going to be a big difference next week if it happens in the same way? Turnovers. Rams don't turn the ball over. Seattle turned the ball over 3 times today, but they did get 5 sacks. They put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. I think this is going to be one of the most exciting games that we've had all season, because when we started the show today, said, who are the best teams in the NFC? These two were named in that, and I think these two have been the 2 most consistent teams in the NFC. They're stacked on both sides of the ball. Both quarterbacks are playing great. Both have running games and defenses. It's a toss-up, but it's going to be a fantastic game next week.
Yeah, that's a big game.
The Rams have been there and done that. That's the kind of edge they have. But, you know, I think with Seattle, how old's he? 28 years old?
Darnold, the quarterback,
28 years old. 28
right.
years old. I mean, the difference there is that, you know, and health. It's you know, Devontae Adams today pulls up with a low back injury. We're not sure what that was. Puka 1 week he's healthy, 1 week he's not. And you know, the 3 tight ends I think bails them out, and to a certain extent, if you're down one of those wide receivers. Yeah. So I think that's a good move by Sean McVay.
Kubiak, their offensive coordinator, is doing a heck of a job.
Yeah.
And for Darnold to leave Minnesota, which I thought was a mistake on Darnold's part and Minnesota's part, they should have got together, I think, 1 more year for sure. But Darnold's
why
playing.
sign a 1-year
But
deal?
why am I signing a 1-year deal and I can get a long-term big money deal, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so not every. Now, we talk all the time about money. Money's not always the answer, is it?
Okay.
What about system and players?
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and
he's
winning?
doing well in this system around.
He's found the right system. That's a big game next week. 2 7-2 teams atop the NFC West. The Rams hosting the Seattle Seahawks. That game will be right here with us on Fox. Before we take a break, we want to make sure that you heard the news today as former NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue passed away this morning at his Maryland home. His 17-year tenure is noted for creating the labor peace that set the foundation for the NFL's current rise to its place as America's game. Paul Tagliabue was 84 years old.
Good man.
Caleb Williams. I think he's a little pumped up. That's how Bears fans are feeling right now. Their team, after that 0-2 start, has won 6 of 7. They're right in the mix in the NFC playoff picture. And as he ran into the tunnel, our cameras followed him all the way inside the locker room.
Hell yeah! Man, I tell you what, I feel like I'm on repeat each and every week right now. I mean, I got nothing new to say to you guys. He's got ice in his veins now. Oh, great! And if you don't believe it now, you just wait, man. The best is yet to come, 18. Here we go!
First, okay, rookie, win, 19 of 27, 282, 2 touchdowns. We've gone through a whole lot, emotionally, physically, okay? Emotionally, physically the last 2 weeks, okay? The way you guys have hung in there as a team, kept battling together. It's been awesome, okay? So as soon as this plane lands in New Orleans, bye week begins, okay?
And you handled the noise, man. Your operation is what won that game. All right, your operation won that game. All right, starts with Lamar Jackson, starts with the O-line, the center, Tyler Linderbaum.
We got to take care of business by any means necessary. Family on 2. 1, 2.
Hey! We know what we are. We always bounce back. It's about getting better every week. All right? There's things we got to clean up. I got it. But, man, that's more like us. That's a lot more like us. All right, and we're going to have to be on point next week for Philly. We're going to have to be on it in all 3 phases, man. So we'll clean this up. We'll be ready to go. I'm proud of you guys, though. I didn't expect anything different.
Ninth QB to go over 400 all time. All right, Matthew Stafford, give it up.
Great job today, man. Love playing with you guys. It's a hell of a lot of fun, man. Let's get it going for next week, huh? Rams on 3, 1, 2, 3. Rams!
Look at all the game balls going to quarterbacks today. I tell you, when you've got a quarterback, then you've got a chance. Jay Glazer is in our nation's capital right now talking about some of the quarterbacks around the league from today and looking forward. Hello, Jay.
Hey, Kurt, how are you? Well, you know, Jackson Dart, he was rolling until he left that game, and I was told he does have a concussion. He'll be placed in the concussion protocol. They're not too concerned that it's going to be long-term. You know, you don't know what the timing will be, obviously, because he has to go through all those steps, but they don't think it's going to be a long-term deal. Now, I'm here in Washington, obviously a tough game for the Commanders. Their quarterback, Marcus Mariota, is going to start for the next 2 weeks for their starting quarterback, Jane Daniels. He'll be evaluated after that to see how that dislocated elbow is coming back, to then determine a timeline for when he can return. And I know the Rams won today, big 49ers. They lost to their division rivals, but their quarterback, Brock Purdy, is expected to return to the starting lineup next week, barring any setback this week. And one last thing, guys, here in the nation's capital, and I got to come across so many veterans who said, we thank you so much for this show that you guys do for us every year. I know we always say, this is our favorite show of the year. So many of them wanted me to pass the message to you guys as well, how much they appreciate the show. We will continue to be of service to all you who are of service to everybody.
Amen to that. We appreciate them even more. All right, let's wrap things up with who won the day, starting with you, Gronk.
Yeah, the Patriots won the day for me today. The knack on them was, hey, can they beat anyone good? Well, they went into Tampa and beat a very solid Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. They also had 3 explosive plays over 50 yards. That makes their offense even more dangerous. And on top of that, they gained a game on Buffalo today with Buffalo losing. They control their own destiny. They're in first place in their division.
Jonathan Taylor for me, 244 yards, 3 TDs, almost 8 yards to carry. Did it over in Germany, in Berlin. So Dankeschön and Tschüss, which means goodbye. Up to you, Harry.
Caleb Williams, you talked about it, Terry. Caleb Williams, he willed this football team to come from behind. I think he's taking ownership of this group, and you could see it in his demeanor, you see it in his play, and I think they believe in that now.
You know, I too agree with you on Jonathan Taylor. That was a guy I was going to figure. I'm going to go to a Chan, the running back down in Miami. 174 yards rushing today for him. Great job by him and that Miami football team.
They needed that.
All right, we won the day by watching on the pregame show when Gronk decided this year to rappel from a building.
He's still coming down.
He's always doing something. We'll be back to wrap things up right after
How
this.
do you say no, Howie?
Just no.
No.
Yeah.
Help me.
This is always our favorite day of the year. We love visiting the troops. It's great to host them, though, this year at our house.
I'm ready to get rolling. I'm rappelling down.
We had here on the Fox Line a bunch of veterans, reservists, active duty personnel. Thank you so much for your service and all you do for our country. We are wrapping up Week 10 here, but stay tuned for an all-new Universal Basic Guys, which comes up next. But first, a little sneak peek of Fear Factor House of Fear right now. Ooh.